Okay, welcome guys. Today's video, we are out here in the middle of nowhere in Ong Tong. It's actually like Potong, I believe, but it's the Ong Tong, it's the larger area. Anyway, we came here to see something that's pretty interesting. We're gonna see the largest and longest reclining Buddha. It's an old Sukhothai style Buddha, and we're at Wat Khun Inthapramun, something like that. Anyway, I'll put it down in the description. And it has a great story to it. It's right behind me, right here. So as you can see, it's massive. And the story behind it goes quite a bit. It's an old Sukhothai style, which is pre-Ayutthaya. And it used to be like in a Wihan. The Wihan burned down during the first invasion of the Burmese, and it was abandoned for like 100 years. But the construction of it was an old tax collector under one of the kings, and he embezzled money in order to pay for the Buddha. So anyway, the king asked this tax collector, like, how did you get the money to build this? And the tax collector guy was afraid that all the merit from building this temple and the Buddha and everything like that would be transferred from him to the king. So he would never admit that he embezzled the money. And he eventually was sentenced to death and executed over embezzling money. So it's got a bunch of history to it. So let's go and let's take a look and see what this all looks like. So here is the reclining Buddha. It is just colossal. So it is 50 meters from his feet all the way up to the top knot on the top of his head, and it's 11 meters tall from his elbow up to like his ear basically. And you can see the remnants of the old building that was in. It was in an old Wihan that burned down. So the Thais have another name for this. They call it like the statue that is standing alone or something like that. Anyway, I'll put it down in the description. It's a Thai word I don't really know how to say. So it's a beautiful area. It's just out here, there's trees and all that around. And then we have some of the local worker guys over here. They're kind of hanging out. They got their little Inam right here. So they're out here raking up leaves, taking a break. And they're building like a little flower garden and stuff around here. You can see they have like the bamboo, and they're gonna put like flowers and stuff. And then it has like a whole pond here full of water lilies. It's a fantastic little site. And it's free to come over. There's another Buddha statue over there. We'll take a look. It's in an old building. And then it's really, really popular. There's a lot of Thai people coming over here. They ride their bikes up here. And it's just a great area. I really like this part of Thailand. So here's the old temple wall. And then you can see the support piers. This is really nice. So these outer, like the outer balcony thing or the outer slope of the roof, looks like they had like a lotus bud on the top of them. So this would have been a higher wall inside. This is fantastic. You can see his feet down there. So they restored this, I don't know how many years ago. I think it was probably under like the Rama IV or something like that when they restored it, because it was just sitting out here abandoned. And so it would have been just basically like a pile of bricks probably after 100 years of sitting in the jungle getting rained on. Yeah, here's a good look at it. So he's got his head resting on his hand. The elongated ears, all of that. And then the people, you can see where they put gold leaf down here on the Buddha's elbow. And this is the outside of the Wihan. The little tiny lower wall was at one time part of the wall of the temple. So it's 11 meters from here up to here. It is just massive. Yeah, this is really a lot of fun to see this. It's right next to the Buddha. They have some other little parts of the shrine here. So the people come over here and they're praying, and then they'll stick the gold leaf on the little reclining Buddha there next to it. They put it here on this. They stuck little coins and everything. And this is just looking right up at the Buddha. Oh, we got a bird that's made a nest inside that column. Yeah, this is really, really cool. They're burning the Joe sticks. You see the lady here putting the gold leaf on it, and they've signed their name onto the cloth. So the Buddha is wearing a robe, so it's not naked. And people sign their names to it, like asking for like a special blessing and stuff like that. And you have to take your shoes off to come over here. So it is a little hot, and I have this artificial grass that's so hot it's like sticking to my feet. It's kind of like half melted. Let's take a look at the Buddha feet. Let's see if they put like the footprints on the bottom of it. Okay, so they put two little symbols there on it. I was hoping to see like how they do it at like Wat Po. They have all the little symbols and everything in the bottom of the feet. But yeah, they just have these, which is still nice. You see where they put the gold leaf on it. And then this was the back side of the temple building that it used to be housed in. It looks like they have some stairs for the monks to be able to go up there and put the robe on it. And then the back of the building. And it's a couple of the Buddha statues and some of the what's left of the columns. And this guy here, he's going to stick some of the gold leaf on it. And the people have left little statues of elephants and the chickens and the Thai dancers and horses. So this temple looks like the main thing that people leave are the little elephants. And then you can see, so there would have been a bunch of these columns around the reclining Buddha. It would have been hard to see. It's actually easier to see now where it's open, because before there would have been so many columns you would have been really hard pressed to see it. And then here's the back of it. Okay, so let's go look at that other little building over there. And then there's a couple other buildings in this complex. And there's a Buddha sitting over there, and then like a new construction back behind. All right, so they have some Thai writing here that's in the plaster. So I don't know if this was like a replica of what it used to say. I can't read the Thai. Maybe it's like an old style of Thai writing. I don't know. But they say this is from Sukhothai, the Sukhothai era. So anybody that can read the Thai, if you can see that. So we got some young boys and a guy out here playing the xylophone. Playing some traditional Thai music. Now here is one of the old temple halls. So here is the old ordination hall. Now when they came back in to restore this, they were unable to find any of the sema stones, and there was no real evidence of windows or anything like that. It just was in such a terrible condition. And they found like a Buddha inside of it. There was like a sandstone Buddha, and they could see like the tiles and stuff. They have a little data plate here on the front, but it's all in Thai, so there's no way, I don't know what that says, and it's really faded. But maybe somebody can read it and translate what it says for me. And you can see inside here. They put a roof over it to kind of protect it. And then you can see this tree that's growing in the corner. Yeah, this is pretty neat. And so people will come here and burn the Joe sticks. And there's the little platform for the monks. And then they've restored all of this. And right behind it is an octagonal chetty. They say the style of it will be the Ayutthaya style. So they figure like late 1600s. So it's has the bell shape on the top, and then the different tiers and everything. So here's a pretty good look at that chetty. So it would have been like middle to late Ayutthaya style, and so I'm sure the hall was probably the same. But after, you know, it was all abandoned and everything, it just kind of fell apart. Okay, let's see if we can see any more of the temple. Go over there and see that, and look around a little bit more. So it looks like this is this massive hall here. It must be for like some of the Buddhist ceremonies. They do have a little shrine here that's open. You can see this. Okay, so they have this Buddha here, and then this is open, so we can come in here and see this ground floor. See what all they have in here. They have like the green Buddha. And then it looks like just a hall here for ceremonies. So they have the seats for the monks and stuff. And then over here would be like the head abbot. He could sit there. Okay, so I was walking out and some Thai people told me I can come up here to the second floor. So there's an elevator that brings you up here. So they have this humongous hall with this gigantic Buddha and then like all the wax figures of the monks. And then they've painted the inside of these walls. Oh, that light's kind of bad, but there's some hand paintings all around this and above the windows and everything. So this is actually pretty interesting here. So they have a mural that's a modern mural, and they have the reclining Buddha, and then they show like all the people that were part of building this new hall. So their paintings are all up on the wall. And then where they renovated that little tiny ordination hall over there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then one more look at this hall. It's just massive. It's really nice. Okay, let's go outside. And one more little bit right here is the monk statue, and it's right here at the end of that brand new hall. It looks like over there might be like monk quarters and some other little things around. So right here, what people are doing is they're hanging like the little threads from the monk robe. They're hanging it in the tree, and then they're like putting little tacks into the trunk of the tree and hanging it like that. Haven't seen them do that way before. All right, guys, so that finishes up our little walk around this the largest reclining Buddha in Thailand. This is really, really interesting. And I was wrong about when it was renovated. It was renovated in like the 1730s by one of the Ayutthaya kings. And that was when it was first renovated after it was abandoned. So anyway, this is just out here in the middle of like some rice fields and stuff like that. And it's an old Sukhothai style reclining Buddha. Definitely worth a look. I've enjoyed this a lot. So anyway, guys, if you've enjoyed it, make sure you click like and subscribe. The subscriptions do me the most good. So it just takes a second, subscribe, and you're notified when I make a new video. And if you want to leave me a comment, tell me down below what you think. If you've been here or if you want me to go do something different, as always, tell me and I'll do my best to make a video of it. And yeah, if you want to see stuff like this, just keep watching my channel and I'll try to keep making more videos of it. And so as always, guys, remember, life is a journey. So enjoy.